guys, and welcome back on my channel. This time I have a kind of new video. I've never done this kind of video before, and it's an experience video because I was able to go to KBS Music Bank in Berlin on September 15th, and I just wanted to tell you how I experienced it, since it was one of the happiest moments in my life. So I wrote everything, all my feelings down in my trash book, and it's a lot. And also a little headphone slash trigger warning. I will include some of the videos I filmed at KBS, and please be aware there will be screaming, there will be my horrible singing and my horrible Korean fan chants. So be aware of that, and I think we'll begin with the experience video kind of thing. So Ines and I went with our friend Kata, and Ines and I arrived at Berlin on Friday, September 14th, after we had a horrible 4.5 and a little bit more hours train journey, because we booked our tickets and we weren't able to reserve any seats for the train, so we ended up sitting on the floor for 4 hours while the train was driving, which wasn't really amazing, but I mean, I slept a little bit, and Ines and I, we were kind of like, we had our ups and downs on this train ride. I can remember I was like, at one moment I was like so hyped that I slapped her all the time, said her, oh my god, we're here and blah blah blah, we're there in this time, and then I fell asleep and slept for an hour. So it was okay. We were picked up by Kata at the train station, and we went to our hotel, which was okay, and we put our suitcases away, put the heaviest stuff out of our backpacks, and then we made our way to the venue of the concert, since Ines booked her concert tickets after Kata and I did, so she just got a standing ticket, and we had to go to the venue so she could get her number. So we went to the venue, we took a quick look at it, and while Ines was lining up to get her number, then we went to the neighborhood of the venue to find something to eat, which we found at a Turkish supermarket. We weren't like buying real food, we were just buying snacks like crackers and stuff at the Turkish supermarket. Then we went back only to see Ines already made some friends and everything, and Ines got her number. For the line, we saw the line, we thought, oh god, this will take the whole night. For that, she was kind of quick. I kind of waited 1 hour, 1.5 hours, something between that. And after Ines, I'm talking so much, I'm spitting. After Ines got her number, we went back to the hotel, got ourselves ready for the night, and slept. Then we got up the next morning, we had breakfast. We were already really excited. We had breakfast at the hotel, then we took time to get ready, and we arrived, and then we went to the venue, of course, since Kata and I wanted to collect some of the fan supports. And I had reserved a slogan set from a fan site, which I wanted to pick up as quick as possible. So we went to the venue around 11 or 12 a.m. and we went to this park, the exact opposite of the venue, where I collected a Taemin fan support from Shaul Europe, which were, by the way, really nice and really sweet, and thank you very much for doing this fan support. And then Kata and I collected 2 Taemin photo cards, one from one of Kata's favorite fan artists, and one which a girl walked by and handed us these Taemin photo cards, and we were like, oh, thank you! That's so beautiful and cute. I was talking about this beautiful fan art from J Delight, and it's really pretty and I really enjoyed it, and thank you very much for handing these out. And then we got this cute 10-min photo card. This was the one the girl randomly put in my hand, and it's from @pt.1. So thank you very much for these two. And after we collected like the fan supports, it was time to collect my banner. So I reserved the banner on Twitter because I was like looking for a I.O.I or I.O.I slogan set for a long time, but my group or the managers didn't have any, or it just didn't work. So I was like really frustrated knowing I will go to KBS and I didn't have a slogan of my bias. I just have a Jisung one, which I absolutely love, and I love Jisung. And I was thinking about taking the official 101 debut showcase banner my sister got. So, and then 2 days before we went to Berlin, I saw Summer Boy Ong Song-woo, one of my favorite fan sites, writing, "Who wants to pick up this slogan at KBS Music Bank? DM me if you want one." And I was like, should I? And then I did. I wrote her, I reserved one banner, and I picked it up at KBS, and it's such a beautiful banner. It's like a square one. It isn't like the rectangular one, the long ones. It is a square one. It is from Summer Boy Ong Song-woo, and I will put her Twitter link down below so you can check out her pictures, because she takes really good pictures and really pretty pictures. And it's this one. It's like it's bigger than my head, and the picture is so beautiful. And what I mostly loved about this slogan set was that it doesn't have Ong Song-woo standing on behind, just Ong. It's just Ong, and I really, really loved that slogan. I was so happy to pick it up. And when I went up to the fan site and said, "Hello, I reserved one of your slogans. Here's the Twitter DM I wrote and the reservation confirmation and everything," and she was like so sweet. She immediately looked for the slogan. And what I really liked was she put the names of the person who reserved it. She put the name on the like plastic bag, and she was just asking, "Is that your name?" And I was like, "Yes, it's mine." And then I paid her, and I got my slogan, which I was really happy about, and immediately took a Wannable Around the World photo with it, which you can see on Instagram, #WannableAroundTheWorld. And I was so happy to have this, and I was like, hyping it up all the time, carrying it around with me while we're still strolling on this in the park, when we met more fan sites. So some fan sites were there. There were a lot of fan sites at the concert itself, but only a few ones sold their slogan sets and stuff, like hidden in the park. And we met Ina's favorite Ujin fan site, Moonstruck, and Kata's favorite Jihoon fan site, My Rabbit Prince. And we also met another Ong fan site, which is My Muse Ong, and I really like her photos as well. And she was like selling slogans, of course. So I was kind of, I just bought a Songwoo slogan, but this one is so pretty as well. Should I? Should I not? Should I? And I ended up buying another one. Now I own two Songwoo slogans, one from Summer Boy and one from My Muse Ong. I will put her link down in the description as well, so you can check out her pictures as well. So on the back, on the back it says Ong Song-woo, and the picture is like this. And it's so pretty. I really love it, and it's such a pretty picture. It's like you can see into his soul, and I was so happy to get it. So I got my second Songwoo slogan at that time. And after we did some looking at the fan sites and buying some slogans, since Ines and Kata bought some too, we were like bringing Ines to like the little cube where her number was, because the standing tickets were like parted in like these metal cubes, which number always from 100 to 50. So it was like, Ines was like number 1435. So she was like in her cube, and we brought her there and bought her another slogan set. And we like brought her there, and then later we met up to go to the toilet and everything. And then it was time to line up. So we lined up for the seated tickets. And we met some nice people there. We talked to a few people, and then everything went like really quick. We were like, oh, we're standing here for so long, and then suddenly it was like, boom, everyone was going. We were like, wow, that's really quick. So the organization was really good. We were like in the venue for like, when we started walking, it took 10-15 minutes since then we were inside. So and then the chaos began. So Katja and I had seated tickets, and at first we didn't really knew where to go, where our tickets are located, which way we should go. Should we go left? Should we go right? How do we get upstairs? Because we had like tickets on the upper floor. So I went up to a person that works there and asked, excuse me, how can we get there? And showed her my ticket where my block and my seat number was, and she was like, oh yeah, you have to walk this way. So we walked the way the person showed us, and then suddenly we were like, no, that's the wrong way, we don't know where to go now. So we found another person at the venue and asked her, excuse me, how do we get here? And she said, oh, maybe you should walk this way. And I was like, okay, we're not getting any information out of these people. So after we walked the wrong way for 3 times, we finally found our way. So the help of the people was really like not usable. So we were like finding our way by our own, eventually finding our seats and sitting down. And the first thing I saw was like, I could see the whole stage, and I was really amazed, and I was like, oh my god, Kata, thank you. And because I could really see everything, I could see the back of this, I could see the backstage, I could see the little stage in front where the artists later perform, and I could see the ways the artists come in, so the way they used to get on stage, which was really amazing. And I was really excited. Before the concert actually started, they showed the music videos of the artists that were there, which was Stray Kids, G-Idol, I.O.I, Taemin and EXO. And they showed their music videos, and everyone was like singing along, doing already practicing some fan chants. I was practicing too. And then it started. So the first thing was like the MCs came out and all the artists came out to greet us. And it was like, I was like shaking and thinking, oh my god, this is real. I'm seeing Somi and Park Bo-gum right now in this moment. Because Park Bo-gum is like my favorite actor, and Somi is like my I.O.I bias. And I really loved her since the beginning. And I was like so happy to see her as an MC. And Park Bo-gum, I was like, oh my god, he looks exactly like in the dramas. He looks like this prince person that I love so much, and he looked good. What I only later realized was, or I think Katja told me that because I was so dense I couldn't even see it, that there was a German female MC. She was called Laura, and she was like wearing a black dress while Bo-gum wore a red suit and Somi wore a yellow dress. Which I think Katja told me because I was too dense to realize it myself. It was like the way they were standing. They were constantly looking like a German flag. Nice! I found it funny, and so back to the artists. All the artists came to the stage having like little Korean and German flags, waving them around, waving their fans, and we're waving back and having the time of our life. And then it started. And the first act who got on stage was Stray Kids. And Stray Kids was really cute, really amazing, and they are absolutely talented. So they started with District 9. District 9! venue was going crazy, and yeah, District 9 was epic. It was a good start of the show. Yeah, and District 9 was just amazing. So after District 9, they sang Hellevator, which is my favorite Stray Kids song ever, because I kind of like the sad and energy, like the vibe of the song. So when I heard them performing it live, I was like, yes! I was cheering with my Nebelbong for the whole concert, for every artist, because I thought it's nice to cheer for them. I like all of them, so I can use my Nebelbong for everyone. So I was like cheering with my Nebelbong, and I had like Kata's little Bangchan banner, so which she brought, and she was like, I was like cheering with the banner in my Nebelbong while singing along and filming Hellevator. The same thing I did for my pace. So after Stray Kids were done, it was like really just between Hellevator and my pace, it was like this really cute moment, because it was like September 15th, it was Felix's birthday, and Bangchan had mentioned it was his birthday and we should sing a happy birthday song for him. And we didn't just sing it in English or Korean, no, we sang happy birthday for Felix in German. Which was really cute, because as soon as the whole venue started singing, it was like really cute, because Felix started crying and he was like so sweet. He immediately took out his in-ears and his microphone to hear the people singing for him, and he was like so moved and crying, and it was really cute. And the cute thing was, like, when we were finished singing, he was only like, "Danke."
How do you feel? Thank you.
After we sang happy birthday, they performed my pace, and then their set was like over. They got off stage, and then like the next act came, and that was G-Idol. G-Idol was the first girl group I saw live, and they have been amazing. I mean, I really like Idol. I was like excited for the debut, since I already loved Soyeon since Produced 101 and She's My Bias, and I was really excited for G-Idol to perform, because I was like, yes! And what I thought, there were not so many G-Idol stands, which I thought was a little bit sad, but the few stands that were there did their everything during the fan chants, me included. And so they started with La Ta Ta. La Ta Ta, they sang my Maze, which is like a B-title track of their first mini album, and it was like, okay, Maze is such an amazing song. It's one of my favorite, and they sang it so well. I really loved how Minnie sounded and Mion. I really loved all of their voices live are absolutely amazing. They sang absolutely beautiful. They were having like their little ment where they talked a little and looked cute, and I was absolutely going crazy because of Soyeon. I was like, Soyeon, Soyeon! And after that they sang Han, which is such a good song, and they performed it live so well. I loved the choreography because I was like sitting at that moment, I was sitting higher and I could see all of the stages, so I could see from above and I could see they're dancing so well, and they dance so amazingly good. I was like, so I was swept away by my feet. Absolutely. So Han was their last song, which I absolutely loved. And after they went off stage, the MCs came up and talked about Germany. They talked about how Germany, and especially Berlin, was divided in two countries, like the East and the West. And they talked about how one particular song is kind of like the symbol of the reunion of Germany, and especially of Berlin, and the fall of the Berlin Wall. And it was special for the Koreans to talk about this topic, since something similar is like starting to go on in their country and together with the North. And it was like they said the song is the symbol of like the Berlin Wall going down, and then they said, yeah, you can recognize the song by its whistling, and they started playing Change of Wind by the Scorpions. And I was like, oh, okay, they're talking about the Scorpions, they're talking about Wind of Change, because Wind of Change is like really the symbol of the Berlin Wall going down. And because the text of the song is like really delivering hope. And then they said they prepared a special stage with the theme Music Unites the World, and then Chanyeol came on the stage, and Chanyeol sang Wind of Change by the Scorpions, and it sounded absolutely beautiful. I felt it in my heart, and I was like, this is such a beautiful special stage. And then there came my personal breakdown. Number one. It was time for 101 to climb the stage.